Welcome back to Motor Madness, your go-to spot for classic rides and legendary machines. Today, we're diving deep into a true workhorse of the past, the 1975 Bedford SJ1 truck. This classic British utility vehicle might not turn heads with flashy design or roaring speed, but its rugged charm, dependable build, and history on the roads and farms across the UK and beyond make it a worthy subject for any vintage vehicle enthusiast. Let's kick things off with the exterior. The Bedford SJ1 was never designed to be glamorous, but it carries that unmistakable 70s commercial vehicle styling that gives it a nostalgic, purposeful appeal. At a glance, you're greeted by a squared-off front end featuring a simple yet sturdy metal grille with the Bedford badge proudly sitting in the center. The front fascia is minimalistic, two round headlights, an exposed bumper, and the kind of utilitarian bodywork that screams function over form. The cab is upright with flat panels, emphasizing its commercial intent. The fenders are slightly flared, but only just enough to accommodate the basic steel wheels underneath. Most SJ1s came in solid colors, white, beige, red or green, often with matte finishes that aged into that perfect patina we love seeing on vintage trucks. The bed of the truck is classic and practical. A flat deck with optional drop-down sides made it perfect for hauling anything from tools to timber. Many of these trucks were used in agriculture or light industry, so wear and tear is part of their story. You'll often find wood panels in the bed replaced or reinforced over the years, and some might even have aftermarket canopies or toolboxes fitted. Overall, the SJ1's exterior isn't about showing off, it's about getting the job done, and looking authentic while doing it. Step inside the cab, and it's like taking a time machine to the mid-70s. The interior is as straightforward as they come. There's a metal dashboard with a few simple gauges, speedometer, fuel gauge, and a few warning lights. No digital displays or fancy climate controls here. The steering wheel is large, designed more for leverage than comfort, and the gear shift is usually mounted on the floor, though some variants came with column shifters. Seats are basic, usually finished in vinyl for easy cleaning, and the door panels are mostly metal with a touch of plastic trim. Despite the simplicity, there's a charm to the SJ1's cabin. Visibility is excellent thanks to the upright windshield and minimal A-pillars, and the large side mirrors give you a solid view around the vehicle, critical when maneuvering in tight farmyards or urban delivery routes. There's barely any insulation, so expect to hear the engine and road noise loud and clear. But for many enthusiasts, that's part of the charm. It's raw, unfiltered motoring. Now, under the hood, the Bedford SJ1 came with a choice of petrol and diesel engines over the years, though the most common was the 2.3-liter inline-4 petrol engine. It wasn't a powerhouse by any means, pushing out around 65 horsepower, but it was incredibly robust and easy to maintain. Paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, the SJ1 wasn't built for speed but for reliability and torque. These trucks weren't quick off the line, but they'd pull heavy loads all day without complaint. The suspension setup, leaf springs all around, contributed to its toughness, though ride comfort definitely took a back seat. On the road, the SJ1 feels more like a tractor than a modern pickup. Steering is heavy, especially at low speeds, and the brakes, while adequate, require a bit of planning. But if you understand what it was built for, reliability, simplicity, and toughness, it absolutely nails the brief. It was the kind of truck that could be fixed with basic tools and kept going with a bit of elbow grease. That's part of why so many are still in use today in rural parts of the UK, Africa, and even Australia. When it comes to prices, the Bedford SJ1 is still relatively affordable in the classic truck market. A project truck in need of restoration might go for as little as $2,000 to $3,000, while a well-maintained, roadworthy example can fetch anywhere between $8,000 to $15,000 depending on originality and condition. Rare variants or models with historical significance, like those used by military or emergency services, can push beyond that range. Spare parts are still available, though you might have to dig through specialist forums or contact Bedford clubs to find exactly what you need. For collectors or vintage truck enthusiasts, the SJ1 offers great value. It's not just a vehicle, it's a piece of industrial history. It represents an era where vehicles were built tough, with no frills, no gimmicks, just dependable performance and a long lifespan. Its simplicity makes it appealing for DIY mechanics, and its rugged looks give it a ton of character. So there you have it, the full rundown of the 1975 Bedford SJ1. It's not the fastest or the flashiest, but it's got grit, personality, and a story to tell. If you're into classic utility vehicles that stand the test of time, this old Bedford deserves a spot in your garage. Thanks for watching Motor Madness. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a ride through automotive history. Catch you in the next one.